Okay, let's kickstart this tutorial by having a listen to the audio that I've selected for us to turn into a percussion loop. So what we've got here is a door being locked, unlocked, open, closed, and so on. And you can hear there's a bit of hiss and background noise. I quite like that in my tracks. I like the way that it pumps and breathes with a compressor. The one thing you've just got to look out for when you're selecting this audio is you obviously want some bangs, clicks, pops, whatever it is that's got some transients that will work as a rhythm for your percussion. Let's just grab the first bar here. I'm going to hit Command J to consolidate this and loop it up. Consolidated it because it's just a lot easier to work with in the clip view. And let's crank the volume up a little bit so we can see what we're doing. It's also a bit low volume overall. Right click, 16th note grid, and I'm simply going to double click to create a warp marker and drag all of these hits so that they line up with the grid in some way. And this is completely arbitrary at the moment. Just going to go in now and have a look and make sure that the actual hits are close to the warp markers. So if they're not, you can just hold down Shift and drag on top of the warp marker and line up your audio. And you'll notice that I'm doing this without playing it in context with a drum and bass loop that we're going to say the drum loop that's got some bass in it. It's not drum and bass, it's kind of tech house. And the reason that I'm not checking this is really just because I find it's quite good fun to work this way. Got no idea how these two rhythms might interact. Maybe it'll sound good, maybe it won't, but it just gets you out of old habits. You can have some really nice happy accidents. So let's have a listen now, it's warped. So that sounds cool. It sounds a little bit high pitched to me. So I'm just going to whack off, what have we got? 3 semitones on the transpose. That sounds pretty cool to me. I've probably got it cranked up a little bit too high in volume. Now comes the part where we see how this is actually going to fit with the sound that we've already got. Let's have a listen. Okay, so for me, that's working nicely. Now, the one thing I'm noticing, it does sound a little bit too urgent. So the rest of this loop has got swing files and so on. So we've got a nice kind of laid back, groovy feel to it. So let's do exactly the same with our clip. I've got MPC and SP1200 swing 16s here. I'm just going to drop the SP1200 on. Let's have a listen. Okay, it's working well. I will give it a touch up in the volume. Let's zoom out, and because it's so repetitive, we'll just make a few edits. So I've just duplicated that across. Let's zoom in, get a sharper grid. 16th note will do. Going to take this section, duplicate it, and actually let's pitch this down a little bit. Let's have a listen now. Okay, that sounds cool. I really like that. Okay, let's go again. We'll duplicate it out. Now, I think the way that that's stepping down at the end will loop nicely round to the beginning of the 4 bars. So what I'll do is I'll edit this section again and I'll leave the bit at the end alone. I'm just using Command 1 and 2 to change the grid size up here. Nice key command, really speed up your workflow. Command D is duplicating these little pieces. And well, let's nick this one out. Now, what we've got here, because we've got this gap, is it's sounding a bit sudden. So I'm going to throw some reverb on this. Let's bring this up a touch. Have a listen. That's better. That's sort of filling it out. We've still got that kind of quirkiness to it, but it sounds much better overall. So let's have a listen to our final offering. So remember, all you need is a recording with some decent transients and you're good to go. Be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our videos, and I'd love for you to share this. It's a big help to us and I'd really appreciate it. Happy music making, take care, I'll see you next time.